In the past, SeoJun vividly remembered all his past lives. This caused him a great deal of trouble as he was constantly treated as an abnormal monster. Due to his mixed nature of both good and evil, he was branded a heretic among his community, and this kind of life left him profoundly exhausted. SeoJun harnessed all his inner strength and created the Life Library, where he could archive the memories of his past lives into books. Now, subsequent reincarnations no longer affect him as much, they merely feel like books he has read before, although occasionally they can still influence his personality. SeoJun forgives his monstrous dragon doll, understanding that it is essential to maintaining his identity. He ponders over which version of himself is the real him, his past self or the instinctual, natural self of a baby. 1 month after the 48-hour filming with Brown Black, we find Chan attempting to rally the idol group together. They had lost all confidence after making several mistakes during their rehearsal performance. Chan's moment is interrupted by a call from SeoJun, and Junhee, adorably excited, calls for his big brothers. This brings tears to their eyes as they had missed SeoJun dearly. SeoJun notices that their bonds have significantly weakened, leaving him deeply confused. The group seems plagued by self-doubt and questions whether SeoJun believes they can overcome their challenges. SeoJun raises his hands and offers his heartfelt encouragement. He tries to convey to them that even when their connection bonds are low, they should take heart and persevere. Minjun and Eunhae also offer words of encouragement, acknowledging the group's dedication to practice. Chan gives them an encouraging pat and advises them to have more confidence. SeoJun's encouragement proved to be the catalyst they needed. Their connection bond increases significantly, and they express their gratitude to SeoJun for his unwavering support. The host then announces Brown Black's entrance onto the stage. To everyone's surprise, Brown Black exceeds all expectations with their performance. Minjun is taken aback and wonders if they had worried needlessly. Witnessing their radiant smiles on stage brings tears to SeoJun's eyes, as he is genuinely relieved. SeoJun didn't want them to experience the same despair he had endured. A few days later, while SeoJun and Eunhae were out for a walk, they were recognized by many people. This came as a surprise, and Eunhae hurriedly returned home. After their debut, Brown Black had garnered a lot of attention and were trending on social media. Looking back at the 48-hour shooting with Brown Black, Eunhae confesses that she felt uncomfortable about SeoJun not being able to play with his dolls. She had hidden the dolls that SeoJun originally enjoyed playing with to appeal to a wider audience. Eunhae embraces SeoJun, reassuring him that she had taken good care of his dolls. They hoped that people wouldn't pester SeoJun just because he had an affinity for unique things. During a call with Brown Black, Minjun reveals that they are moving to America due to his transfer to a branch there. The members are saddened by this news, knowing that they will be separated from SeoJun for 3 years. Kevin, who hails from LA, provides them with his sister's business card and tells them to reach out if they ever need anything. They bid farewell to each other, embarking on a new journey as a family. For years later, the family has moved to Los Angeles. SeoJun is really excited to see his Aunt Nara again, so he runs down the stairs. Aunt Nara is Kevin's older sister and she's here to pick up SeoJun for a movie shoot. As the little kid heads outside his house, he spots his neighbor Eric and greets him cheerfully. Eric asks about the new zombie-shaped bag that SeoJun is carrying today, thinking of getting one from Hee-sang for his kid. We find out that Hee-sang has been making these dolls for SeoJun. Since SeoJun is a popular YouTuber, people notice the dolls he likes. At first, there were comments from some people who didn't like the dolls, but then others wanted to buy them. So, Hee-sang left his job and started selling the dolls. SeoJun admits he never used his magic on Hee-sang's dolls, because they were already beautifully made. SeoJun's mom is worried because he's never acted before. Aunt Nara dismisses her worries, but Eunhae explains that she can't help but worry since they only found out about this opportunity 4 days ago. For days back, Aunt Nara called SeoJun and asked if he wanted to act in a movie. SeoJun happily agreed. Yoonhye was surprised because this was the first she had heard of it. Aunt Nara had noticed how engrossed SeoJun was while watching a movie together and asked if he wanted to learn acting, which he did. She then sent his videos and channel to the casting director, who invited them for an audition. Aunt Nara explained that the audition would also involve shooting a part of the movie. Even if SeoJun's part doesn't make it into the final movie, Aunt Nara believes it would still be a great experience. They find out the movie is from Marnie Movies, one of the top 3 production companies globally known for high-quality live-action adaptations of superheroes and comics. Finally, they arrive at the place of the shoot and are greeted by a staff member named Jonathan Will. He tells them that the other child actors are currently auditioning, so SeoJun and his group can rest in the tents. The sound of a crying baby echoes across the set. Kim Nara explains that the scenario they are shooting seems a bit scary for kids, which must be the result of the chaos that is happening in the set. Soon there is a knock on the door, and we are introduced to Melissa, who will be playing the role of William's mother, and the assistant Baron, who will be wearing a green screen suit and interacting with the child acting. SeoJun gracefully introduces himself to them. They revealed that they were here to get closer to June before the shoot, as all the previous child actors who auditioned before got scared and started crying. The script consisted of an alien outbreak that caused mysterious wormholes to spontaneously appear everywhere. They advised everyone to stay indoors. The child that is playing in the garden looks for his mother. The mother, who just saw the news, rushes outside to bring the child in. The child is happy, smiling at the mother. Just then a wormhole appears near the child, swallowing him whole. The child is still seen smiling at her as he disappears, with just a shoe left behind, while the mother screams for her child. The issue was children were first subjected to a stranger first screaming while trying to reach them, as a man wearing a green suit suddenly lifted them up. Melissa asks June what he thinks William is feeling. June replies he thinks that William would have been happy. Melissa and Baron were confused by this answer, as the child's life was in danger in the script. SeoJun explains that William probably didn't know anything. He was probably just happy to see his mother calling for him. A voice beside him agrees with his interpretation. We see a mountain of a man towering over SeoJun. SeoJun is excited to see just a tall man. The tall man introduces himself as Ryan Wall. He is the movie director of this film. SeoJun introduces himself to the director. The director advises him to smile brightly when he is filming. SeoJun is not worried, as he has prepared his secret weapon for today. Soon June changes into the clothes the stylist had picked for him. He looks adorable. Since there was some time for their number to be called, Yoonhye asked SeoJun what he wanted to do in his spare time. SeoJun took out a slime-shaped pillow from his bag, telling his mom that he wanted to meditate. His mother retorts that he just wanted to sleep, which June once more denies. He uses one of his abilities called Bear's Hibernation, which will put him in deep sleep for 30 minutes. We see SeoJun once again entering the library looking for a book. He picks an ability called Illusion of Smiley Mushroom. 2 glowing smiley faces are seen on his cheeks. This ability casts a spell on people who makes them compassionate toward you for a long time. It activates when you smile, so one has to be very careful with it. He explains that in his past life he used this mushroom's magic to protect himself from foragers who had come foraging for him by inducing pity for him. SeoJun tried to use this ability from his house, however. When he smiled at his parents in the morning, they were overcome with sheer love for their child and snuggled SeoJun until he almost couldn't breathe. He is determined that he will be careful and only smile when the filming starts. SeoJun is sitting in front of the TV, watching closely as an actor explains how acting works. The actor says that to act well, you need to understand the character's background and create a story for them based on clues in the script. Later, on the stage, SeoJun's mom is a bit worried because he looks a little serious. What she doesn't know is that he's trying not to smile to control his special ability. SeoJun looks around and decides where his ability can work. Then, the director tells them to start acting. SeoJun remembers the advice he heard on TV and uses it to guide his acting. He uses some clues he prepared for his character, like a bear doll and showing love. He gets really into the role and starts playing with the bear doll like he's the character. When Melissa, his co-star, runs out of the house calling for William, SeoJun gives a big smile to the camera that amazes the audience. Both SeoJun and Melissa are really into their acting. After a bit, the director says to stop, and SeoJun stops acting. Baron, another actor, asks if he's okay, thinking he might have scared him. SeoJun says he's fine. The director and the assistant talk quietly, surprised by how well SeoJun acted. Melissa is still full of emotions from her acting and finds it hard to stop feeling like her character. When they finish filming, SeoJun is in the car going home. He remembers that there were 30 people on set, but only 4 people cried. He realizes that this is because of his special ability. He also thinks about how amazing the stronger abilities he had in his past lives must have been. After arriving home, SeoJun's dad commends Melissa for her acting prowess. SeoJun pouts and queries his dad about his own acting. Swiftly, his father comforts him, praising his outstanding performance. Yoon-hye, SeoJun's mom, chimes in, sharing that the director also lauded SeoJun's acting abilities. In response, SeoJun beams a bright smile, alleviating the parents' worry. Lee Min-jun, his father, conveys that the movie will be unveiled at the beginning of April, upon their return to Korea. He expresses regret for missing SeoJun's debut filming due to work commitments, promising to watch it on the big screen without fail. SeoJun's mom mentions that there's a possibility SeoJun's scenes might not make the final cut. This revelation shocked SeoJun, as he had put in a lot of effort for the shoot. Meanwhile, across the world, the vice president of Marine Studio appears vexed as he graces the movie premiere of Shadow Man, the very film SeoJun auditioned for. His frustration stems from the delay of the highly anticipated movie Redbone due to the lead actor's unfortunate accident. This unforeseen circumstance led to the simultaneous release of 2 movies, Green Wing and Shadow Man. This intensified the competition between the 2 movies. The vice president holds director Ryan Wall in high regard, recognizing his competence and discerning eye for talent. However, he is moved to tears during the preview screening of Shadow Man. April arrives, and SeoJun, along with his parents, returns to Korea. They're brimming with excitement for the newly released Shadow Man movie. Despite Shadow Man being pitted against the illustrious Green Wing movie series, SeoJun remains determined to support the underdog by exclusively watching Shadow Man. Following the conclusion of the initial screening of Green Wing, patrons exit the theater room, engaged in fervent discussions about the movie. As the adjacent theater room doors swing open, cinema ushers inform viewers that tissues are prepared for those who might need them. Spectators emerging from the Shadow Man screening room are visibly emotional, tears glistening in their eyes. This baffles those who have just watched Green Wing. Within the room, SeoJun is seen crying, caught up in the illusion of magic due to a lack of sufficient mana. SeoJun's mom directs his attention to the ending screen, revealing his name mentioned there. In the days that follow, Shadow Man leaves a lasting impression, and SeoJun's popularity continues to soar. The movie's touching story and SeoJun's heartfelt acting deeply touch the audience's hearts. People are not just enjoying the movie, they're feeling a real connection to it. This leads to discussions online, with people talking about how the film moved them and praising SeoJun's incredible talent. This all leads to something unique called the Shadow Man Tier Challenge. People are so moved by the film's emotions that they decide to watch it and record their own reactions. They share these emotional moments online, and it quickly becomes a big trend. Around that same time, we are introduced to Cho Dae-man, a director who typically works on commercial advertisements. He holds a deep passion for filmmaking. Recently, he received an appealing offer from a production company interested in screenplays. This offer marked his first chance to direct a feature film. He resolved to create a flawless mystery movie, a genre that's relatively rare in Korea. While the casting manager urged him to make a decision to avoid delaying the movie schedule, the director was on the lookout for the perfect actor. The casting manager recommended an actor who had appeared in the movie Shadow Man. After watching the film, the director was convinced that this child actor was the one he wanted for his movie. He was determined to cast this young actor, even if it meant begging to seek approval from the actor's family. The director recalled that this child actor, SeoJun, was the same one he had previously worked with for a baby formula advertisement. Meanwhile, SeoJun's mom was engaged in conversation with her friend. She mentioned that she was considering sending SeoJun to an acting school, despite his previous experience in a movie. Her concern was amplified by her limited knowledge of acting, shared with her husband. Her friend excused herself to take a call, which turned out to be from the director Choi Dae-man, who had previously collaborated with SeoJun on a commercial shoot. The friend relayed that the director was eager to meet Yoon-hae regarding a movie script. Excitedly, SeoJun, who had been playing with his toy, expressed his interest in seeing the script. He revealed that, following his role in Shadow Man, he had received several offers, but they all involved roles where he merely stood and smiled. Later that night, SeoJun's mom engaged in a phone conversation with the director, learning that the movie was a mystery genre film, involving a case being solved with supernatural elements such as ghosts or superpowers. She inquired about SeoJun's role, to which the director disclosed that he would be portraying a shaman exorcist. Intrigued, SeoJun and his dad watched an online video of a shaman performing an exorcism. Curiously, SeoJun asked how someone becomes a shaman. His dad explained that a powerful deity inhabits a shaman's body, granting them the ability to foresee the future. Playfully, SeoJun asked whether this possession would make them a bad person, leaving his father momentarily speechless. Yoon-hae asked SeoJun if he liked the script, to which SeoJun replied that he was interested in the role. He then sat on his father's lap, urging him to read the script with him. In another scene, a group of actors and movie staff were seen enjoying drinks together. Lee Ji-suk, who was playing the main character in the movie Evil Spirit, inquired about when they would get to meet the child actor, as he was quite curious about him. A few days later, as the filming day was approaching, a dilemma befell the family as they contemplated who would accompany SeoJun to his shooting. Yoon-hae's mother had been suddenly hospitalized, and she had to tend to her as Chon was too occupied with his commitments. Min-jun pondered the possibility of taking a break from work. Just then, a call came in from Kim Hee-sang, who excitedly informed them that he had secured a contract with a factory, and he was now available. The couple exchanged understanding glances. Consequently, it was unanimously decided that Kim Hee-sang would be SeoJun's manager for the shooting. Hee-sang was grateful for this opportunity, as SeoJun's YouTube promotion had allowed him to pursue what he loved. He praised SeoJun for the goblin doll he had previously drawn, mentioning that it was one of his best sellers. He expressed his hope that both SeoJun and Uncle Hee-sang would achieve prosperity. SeoJun promised to create another one for him. Upon reaching the shooting venue, assistant Park Jae-min warmly greeted them and introductions were made. The assistant promptly informed the director of SeoJun's arrival, introducing him as a Hollywood child actor. The director then introduced SeoJun to the staff and actors at the venue. SeoJun introduced himself, displaying impeccable manners. The revelation that everyone there was a big fan of William from the movie Shadow Man excited him. It felt like a significant step towards stardom, and he even asked if he should provide autographs. SeoJun was soon signing multiple papers, graciously giving his autograph as he had practiced at home. What began as a shooting turned into an impromptu mini autograph event. The lead actor introduced himself to SeoJun and asked him to call him Hyung. He was impressed by how mature SeoJun acted. The director requested that everyone keep SeoJun's participation in the movie a secret to avoid attracting reporters and causing delays in shooting. He promised a bonus to everyone if they complied, which motivated everyone significantly. After sundown, Hee-sang and SeoJun strolled around, discussing the area where the movie was being filmed. Hee-sang informed SeoJun that the owners of the traditional Korean house they were in were known to be very knowledgeable, possibly influenced by their natural surroundings. SeoJun was impressed by Hee-sang's knowledge. Later, we saw SeoJun dressed in traditional Korean clothing, looking incredibly adorable. He was then led to the makeup room. The ladies in the room watched with envy as the makeup artist who had won the rock-paper-scissors game got to work on SeoJun. While getting his makeup done, SeoJun was interrupted by Lee Ji-suk, who entered the room in full makeup, appearing beaten and bruised. SeoJun was surprised at how realistic it looked, and Ji-suk credited it to the makeup team's efforts. Once everyone was ready to shoot the scene, the director called for action after ensuring that both parties were ready to film. SeoJun's eyes shimmered with a golden hue as he delivered the line, "Mr. Kim, let's play," in an eerie voice. It became evident that a low-grade skill called Bell Goblin's Play with Mr. Kim had been activated. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing to our new channel.